Alright guys, we are back with another round of class match battles. I've made a few changes here. First change I made was I actually put Trousseau directly onto Salir. That way she benefits from the bonus magic stat. And I also changed her TMR to Venera's TMR. So what that does is it basically is going to give her hide for 3 turns. So I don't think that's going to make much of a difference, but hopefully that does work. It also gives her a light eater, so if we go up against a light opponent, then that will make her a little bit better. So another thing that I did was another thing I realized, I should say, is that Detonation Blast is actually guaranteed hit. So we don't have to worry as much about evasion. We'll see what actually happens, but it is a very high cost skill, so she might not use it. Other than that, she has a couple of pretty decent attacks. I sort of thought that she had Kodadama Wielder, but now I'm kind of realizing she's probably not that great of a unit, but we shall see what she does. Rain, the biggest difference I made on Rain was I actually gave him a little bit more faith. He was at 82, I believe. Now he's at 89, so hopefully he does a little bit more damage, but he does now have Odin, so he's probably going to do a little bit less damage actually because of that. And Soma, really the only change I made on her was I disabled Vitalize and I enabled Cura. Maybe she'll cure Rain at the right time. Who really knows? We'll see what happens. I'm actually going to do the first battle on manual because I owe you guys a manual. If it's an easy opponent, I'll just do the second one too. But I guess we'll have to see what happens. So let's jump in and see what we do. Also, another thing I did with the placement was I started Salir a little bit further back. Hopefully that makes a difference. She seems like she's going to be running in every time, but it's kind of hard to control that. I wanted to kind of move her off to the side further, but then I had a feeling that if the other team is separated enough, that she's just going to get a hit anyway because she's going to run forward and get attacked by whoever would be on her side. So I sort of kept her with the group, but further back so that she doesn't move up as much. Alright, so I was going to say this feels like it's taking a while, but we are up against a Warrior of Light and it seems like it's an attack team, so hopefully our team is sort of built against that. So far it seems like it's a Medina and a Venera, so it shouldn't be too bad. So mostly it's going to be mostly a magic team, right? So I think the way we're going to want to power it up is by going ahead with our plan and using the False Veil of Darkness. That's going to lower her hate, but it's not really going to make a difference like that. We don't have to cast Bar Thunder, but Fast Cast Protection probably not going to help that much. So now might be the time to use Vitalize, and I will use that on Rain so that he actually goes faster, and then maybe move Selma up, but keep her separated as well. So that way we don't really get AoE'd. However, I don't think, I mean, Medina's not anything to mess with, but she's definitely no Queen Helena. So let's see if he runs his Medina up. I don't think he will. Okay, so she is technically in front, but she is not like too in front that we could just pick her off. But the good thing is that we actually have resistance to ice, and we have Rain with a huge amount of magic resistance, and we're going to use Astral Guard to make it even higher. And so now that Rain is kind of just up there, it's a good chance for him to just take some hits. So let me keep Salir a little bit further back. I'm not really sure what to use on her to sort of power up. I guess the Chi Barrier is pretty much the best thing I can do just to kind of generate some AP. But also I could probably just also grab a crystal if I really needed to. And so another thing I might, actually now that I'm thinking about it, I might cast Protect on Selir so that she can cast a little bit faster her Black Mage spells. Otherwise, like Selir with those Black Mage spells, I don't think she's really going to use most of them. So I'm not really sure how useful they are. So Venera just basically moved halfway across the map there. So it might actually be good to have some sort of physical defense against Venera. So I kind of wasn't factoring her in. So unit attack resistance up on her side. And here is Medina, who might actually hit Selir. I'm not sure about the height on her LB there. But let's see what she does. Aside from her LB, the rest of her spells are have cast time, so I'm not sure if she's gonna go for an actual spell, which she actually did, and Rain is going before her. In this case, I wish I had Jamming Thrust, but I'm not gonna be able to Jamming Thrust that, so I think the best bet is probably to try to do Flaming Impact. Let's see. So Flaming Impact, 0% chance on Venera. So Venera is evasive. So of course we have our Selir for that. And Amethyst Blaze, I think that does more damage to Medina. So let's go ahead and do that. And Medina just barely survived. Let's see if she hits Selir. Lizaga on Selir. But Selir lives that. Alright, so Selir, we need her for Venera damage. So let's see if I could do a Detonation Blast. And I can. And that's actually really good damage on Venera. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it. And we're probably going to lose Selir after this. But I think if we can ignore Warrior of Light, we should be in pretty decent shape. I kind of wish I would have cast Fast Cast on Silma, because now she's going to go after Selir. But I don't think it's worth trying to do that heal. So let me do Vitalize. Not entirely sure what the best thing to do here, but let me do Vitalize and see if I could at least get another turn and try to get behind Venera. And even if I don't get directly behind her, oh, it looks like she ran up to the right side, to my right side. So I won't be able to get directly behind her easily, but let's at least try to get close to her so that we could at least try to surround her. I think if, ooh, perfect. I think if we surround Venera and sort of finish her off, I don't think Warrior of Light is going to be that much of a threat. And I think now that she survived that, actually, Selir, if she can get another Detonation Blast in, I think we can seal this deal pretty well. Ooh, another big hyper reaction. So I think we pretty much got this one. Warrior of Light just wasted a lot of AP on that. He still has a lot, I'm not gonna lie, but let's leave Venera alone and let's let Rain sort of deal with this. So actually one thing I might try to do is Undermine, and that way I think that'll lower his defense and his spirit. Beautiful. And now we get Selir. So those two basically reflexes pretty much, I think, won us the game. Unless, of course, I block Selir from being able to move up to the top there. This might be a good time to actually just cast Drain and sort of move behind Venera. Hopefully that kind of helps. But also, I might just try to Jamming Thrust her from behind. Did not mean to make a pun there, but apparently. Or maybe Resistance Break. No, Jamming Thrust. They're both crappy accuracy. So let's go for the Jamming Thrust. And hope that hits. Alright, so we don't even have to worry with Selir. Okay, so good. So now it's just a matter of taking out Warrior of Light. Yesterday's Warrior of Light that we faced had a lot of either magic resistance or spirit. but hopefully this one is not too much on that side. So he does get a pretty big hit on Rain. I was about to call him Dwayne. But I think between the three of us, we should be okay on taking him down. I do also have D-Shell, but let's go for maybe Ruin or Jamming Thrust. Landara. Ruin how much? So Jamming Thrust. He does have a ton of HP, because that's 1600 is a pretty decent amount of damage. I think Salir still has the fast cast on, so let's see if we can drain in time. And no, we can't actually reach. So maybe one of her other skills can reach. So Detonation Blast. Chi Super Shot. Chi Super Shot seems to be good. So let's do that. Oh no! That was terrible. Okay, I think we're still okay though. Let's see if we can actually... Let's see if we can Flaming Impact and proc the slow on him. If we can, that would be great. If not, that's fine. Thankfully, Salir still has a chance to go. I'm thinking to just grab this crystal just to prevent him from grabbing one. He does have one like right behind him, so I don't know how great that's gonna be. So I'm not sure how strong Rain's Undermine is, but let me try to resistance break him just to kind of do more of a break. I can't time. Okay, so defense up, that shouldn't really matter. I'm wondering if I should risk this. I don't think I'm gonna risk this. Bio, Drain. I'm not sure if I still have Fast Cast on. Alright, so I'm not gonna risk that. I'm just gonna maybe try to do one of her other abilities and not hit Selma. No. Alright, so let me just back her up and sort of just wait back here. And I'll get her back into the mix once the heat is off of her, basically. Looks like he's gonna try to hit her anyway. But at least I did get some amount of healing in. Okay, so that's good. He didn't end up killing Silma. And I'm just gonna come in here with Rain. Is Amethyst Blaze? I literally just got this skill a few days ago. Lowers move by 1 for 3 turns. Power Break? No. Oh, can that reach actually? No. So let's go with Amethyst Blaze. Yeah. Move down, so that actually worked. And I think I might heal with Selma and sort of just move her towards the crystal. I think we're still in good shape. I just don't want to do anything too risky and like hurt myself. Alright, let's see if we can get him with a drain. So that goes actually before he does, so I think we're good. So Kira, and then the drain. Alright, so unless he pulls off something huge here, I think we're in good shape. He might grab the crystal. I think Selma's probably the weakest. Oh, the move -1 stops him from reaching the crystal. But he does heal for 5,000. Oh my god. What a pain. Alright, so maybe now is a good time to power break. And now we're going to sort of have him surrounded. Actually, let's do another Undermine because Undermine reduces attack as well. So, alright, so Silma's over here. Silma has a lot of slash resistance, so that's also going to be really good. And then maybe a Jamming Thrust. Okay, nice. So looks like he must have had a magic shield on, and that seems like it went down by a lot. So another thing I'm just going to try to do is I'm going to try to poison him. 63% chance. And that's a really fast cast. Booyah. Alright, so now I think that might actually cancel out his regen. I'm not entirely sure on that. But I think certain regen skills cancel out poison. So, But I think his options are running out, especially since I lowered his attack and his move. I mean, he did heal for quite a bit there, but hopefully with this poison, that's sort of going to help us take care of him. Alright, so let's do another jamming thrust, and let's just keep bombarding him with magic spells. And let's not even move so that we can potentially get extra turns. And of course, Rain is actually down on AP, so that's another defense down. Celir, I'm gonna have her just whatever's the most powerful thing. 1800. Whoa. 1100. And I might just do this even though it hits Rain, because it's enough to kill him. So alright, so first match went pretty well. I kinda like that that we did it on manual, and it was pretty much easy at that point. The only really big problem was at the beginning that Celir took that big damage, but the fact that, well, those two hyper reactivities really helped a lot. I did max that. It wasn't maxed last time, but I did max that just now, so that definitely helped a lot. Okay, so let's continue onward. Let's try one on auto and see how that goes. So I have it so that it matches my settings. I'm not going to keep changing that back and forth. So this person should be auto. So even though they might be really good, we're both on auto. But I am not liking that there's a 2B on their team. And it's the opposite side of Celir. So I would want Celir to get in there and start hitting her as fast as possible. But I feel like she's going to get distracted by everyone else. It looks like Rain is not going before the rest of the other team. So Frederica has a chance to do some damage to either Silma or Celir. Oh, the Barthandar is actually going to help against Frederica. Supercharge, good. She missed that. This person forgot to disable it, so that just benefits us. So I do want Celir to start moving towards the right, towards our right from the viewer's perspective. Oh no! So now 2B moved the other way, and I want her to actually go after 2B. So not entirely sure about that. Alright, so looks like Rain is in super beefy mode. I just need him to get in there as quickly as possible. If he's gonna buff again, make him buff, but if he can start casting, that would be great. Celir going for the LB. That was really good damage, and it's a kill. So that's really good. I think Frederica was probably, well, I think they're all pretty dangerous, but Frederica was a pretty dangerous long-range attacker. So actually this looks good because Celir might actually move towards 2B, and she hits for weakness. So she didn't use Detonation Blast though. That's really upsetting. I'm not really sure how to make the AI sort of pick the guaranteed hit against an evasion unit. I know they'll use it if it's a 0% attack, but in that case, I think she saw that Twin-Chi Rapture would do more damage, so she went for that. It looks like Rain and Silma are over here doing really good tank damage, and Celir comes in with the amazing Detonation Blast, and 2B just barely hangs on, unfortunately. So someone else is gonna have to get it in there and do a little bit of chip damage, maybe a little bit more chip damage now. I would like to see someone do a heal here, but what I really want is for Celir to get in there and Detonation Blast. Ooh, and Rain actually does hit, even though he's immobilized, and she does the Detonation Blast, so we're good to go. So that was a good match. And not to say I mean, it sort of depends on their levels, but not to say that those were bad characters. I think those are all three of them were really good characters that would do some pretty good damage. So this, I'll have to double check the levels, but I think that was a pretty good matchup, and I'm really happy with how that went, except for Salir not doing the detonation blast at first. So far so good. I'm liking this team right now. It does have some pretty decent synergy. I'm not gonna say it's like perfect or really good, but I like it right now. It looks like we're going up against another Rain, so this might be a Magic versus Magic and Magic Tank battle. So this might take a while. But I think King Mont might be weak to us since we're like so magic based. But I think it's going to be a matter of taking down Rain. Silma with a really good jamming thrust there because Frederico is actually charging, so that's going to help. I don't like how Mont did the all resistance up, so that's going to make them a lot beefier on that side. But if we can survive those 3 turns of that buff, hopefully we should be able to outlast them. I'm not really entirely sure though, because we do have an ice unit on our side. And so it sort of depends on how it plays out here with Rain and Silma. So looks like Rain didn't do much damage to King Mont. That's an AoE attack, so the map AoE kind of hurts us. And the fact that he did that all elemental up. Okay, all remove buff. I hope that takes off the all elemental resists. I doubt it. I don't like how they're all grouping up here, but hopefully the map helps us with that AoE resist. Salir is pretty much done for. Oh no, actually Mont didn't do an AoE attack, so that's good. Salir might be going for the drain. I'm not sure what she would prefer over which move she would go for over the others, but the drain was actually really good. The flaming impact should kill King Mont. Okay, there we go. So it's a Rain versus a Rain and 2 other units, so hopefully this does well. And the magic reflex, Silma is dodging attacks left and right, so that was actually pretty amazing. You know, today is going much better than yesterday, so super happy about that. Salir might be going for another drain, and the Cura hits at the right time, so that's the Blizzaga. Not the greatest choice there, but still pretty good. If someone can somehow get in there and do a Spirit Break, that would be amazing, but it looks like we have this under control right now, so that's good. Rain is sort of on the back foot and just trying to survive right now, but together with all this stuff. And it is good that Salir has non-elemental attacks. If he was to use Bio at this point, that would be probably the best option. But I think I actually have Bio disabled, so probably not going to happen. Alright, so Ramu, the other person, probably didn't skip. And we're still here trying to do our damage. Soul Prominence gets the KO. So that was actually really good. I'm pretty happy with how this is performing. The King Mont seemed like he was going to be a problem, but I think as soon as Salir did her LB, she sort of just removed any kind of buff that he had. So I think that helped a lot. Alright, so let's go into the next match. I think these auto battles are going well, and they're a lot faster than me doing manual. So let's keep going with that. I really liked that battle, how Silma healed at a really good time. She saw that everyone was grouped together and she just went for it. Salir was using the drain, so pretty much the reason that I have her on Black Mage is for her to use drain. I think Time Mage might actually be slightly better for random hastes. But I do like how she's doing on with the Black Mage and using drain at the right times. So this team has a Dwayne on it. That might be a bit of an issue considering he's going to just destroy our defenses. But hopefully Silma can get the fast cash protection on. Oh, this team looks like kind of a nightmare here with the Zazan, Immortal Spirit. Hoping Salir can, if he's an evasive Zazan, hoping Salir can take care of that. Hope we don't go for the Barthandara and hope that's a fast cash protection. But I think Rain should be able to do his Astro Guard, so he should take the hate. Alright, so it looks like that was a Barthandara. Not the worst. She does generate AP off of that. But a fast cast protection would have been much better in that case. Re-raise on Dwayne. This is not looking good. Okay, so she's going again, like pretty quickly. And hopefully this is a fast cast protection. So Lear gonna get in there. Detonation Blast, please. Oh, actually, LB on Dwayne might be really good. Because that's gonna take off. No, that's not gonna take off anything. Because re-raise, that doesn't remove re-raise, and he used Revitalize, so that didn't really buff him. Alright, fast cast protection. Dwayne's gonna get a big hit in here, probably. Oh no. So Lear definitely dead. So that's gonna hurt us. Oh no, AoE damage. So that's kind of bad and good because Salir's guaranteed hit is the AoE one. So that's not going to be good for her. But that did save us there. So that was actually pretty good damage. If we can kill this Yuna, that would be great. Not sure if that's going to happen. Silma, we need a cure right now. Jamming Thrust, not enough to kill Dwayne. And of course she goes for the Prey, which is the instant cast. Didn't really heal Dwayne that much, but... Ooh, hyper reactivity. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Rain is dead. Salir, please survive another hit. Alright, so it looks like this one is not going well. But considering this is basically 3 double costs, let's consider Yuna to be a double cost. Because let's be real here. I don't feel too bad about this one, considering these are all premium units. Let's call them premium units. So lending me a hand, are you? I think other than that, part of the reason with Yuna is we sort of need Yuna to be targeted first if we're going to stand any chance of winning. Looks like the game froze too. And as these guys are both kind of like, technically they're both kind of walls, so it's kind of hard to get through them and sort of penetrate back to Yuna. And they're both able to survive, you know, come back to life. Dwayne with the re-raise, Zazan with the evade. Basically Zazan is like unkillable, literally. So that kind of makes it hard to to kind of get through that. So alright, we sort of just couldn't really do much there. But we do have 1 more or 2 more matches to kind of, you know, still have a chance to come out on a winning side. But we'll see what happens. Alright, let's just jump into this one. Hopefully it's not ridiculously unbalanced. You would think that by the end of day 3 that all these people with Dwayne, Zazan, and Yuna would be like at least gold by now, but apparently they're still here in the Bronze League. I don't know. I don't know how this balance works out, but alright, so we have the Lightning team. So the Barthandara here is gonna help. Looks like they're all aligned on the left side. Ooh. Okay, we don't have a barrier up yet, so Nivlu is a little too much in the front on their team. That's kind of their problem. Okay, so Frederica doesn't attack yet, and Cloud is really too far to do anything. So we should be able to set up our Barthandara. And Rain didn't really take... Oh no! The bad thing about jamming thrust is it's huge range, so we don't get our Barthandara off. But Nivlu is dead on their side. I don't like that they're bunching up, and that's gonna lead straight to a barrage. Maybe the Barthandara could come out in time. Oof, oh no, Silma survived, and she's not gonna survive this. Oh no. Ouch, Cloud with the decimation. Yeah, this is not looking super good. Salir might be able to get a kill here, depending on the equipment. He does seem to be built for offense. No, not enough. Don't think we're gonna survive, since we used the Venera TMR first turn. Ooh, we did survive one hit. She might go for the drain and actually survive against Frederica. Ooh, looks like she kind of moved up. Does she get another turn though? Okay, I think we might be able to survive another hit, but she didn't get that extra turn. What is Frederica gonna do? Ooh, no. So if it wasn't for that bunching up, or if it wasn't for Nivlu rushing in, I think we would have gotten that Barthandara off, and that would have helped us tremendously. But that's just how it goes, I guess. Man, that could have turned out so much better. But it looks like our alignment was sort of on the same side there, and that sort of made Silma do the jamming thrust. Jamming thrust is very useful otherwise, so I'm not really sure if I would want to take that off. She does have resistance break. I'm not sure what else she has that's instant cast on her side. But I think that was actually pretty good. I had fun for this one because these matches are actually pretty close. They did end up going pretty well for us, those first 3 matches. But those Cloud attacks are just super strong. I probably do want Soma to not be too offensive. So I'm somewhat okay with not having jamming thrust. But I think that was just a little bit of a fluke because everybody sort of lined up on the same side. So I'm not going to be too nitpicky about that. I'm going to leave jamming thrust on her for the time being. I think that's probably going to be the good thing. Alright, so we're probably more than half an hour now. So this video lasted a bit longer than I thought it would. So I'm going to end it there. I did want to say one more thing. I forgot what it was. Oh, I might try another team tomorrow. I was going to change teams for today, but I wasn't really ready to do that. But this team did much better than I thought they would. So I might hold on to them for a bit more. We'll have to see starting tomorrow. Maybe I'll do one more day and then I'll switch teams. I'm getting some EX units ready so that I can sort of have different options for teams. And I'm going to try not to sort of go for meta units or premium units. I know Silma's technically limited, but she was free at the time. So hopefully, like, I'm trying to use units that you guys might like look at and say, hey, you know what? I might try that. So, yeah, I have some different teams that I might set up, but we'll really see tomorrow what happens, and sort of we'll figure that out when the time comes. All right, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.